And I turned to her and said, we are in danger. I said, because that old lady just said that this thing kills only women. So he put us in the car and he drove us all night until we got to Bombing Hills from Bowater side. But in Clay, a Ghana girl was picked up from Clay, tied and stripped naked too. And then they brought her little mulatto son and threw him into the car, or in a pickup then. And a few other of their members, female, were there who were not tied. I think they have 3 female that were in the car who were part of them, who were not tied. So it was me, it was Gloria, and this Ghana girl that were tied. And the baby was just thrown into the car. And when we got into Bombing Hills by midnight, there's a little hill that you call Conde. That was I was born and grew up. And we stopped in Conde, but it was black dark, but I grew up in this place, so I know it even after dark. And they told us to get down. We got down out of the car. We went to a very beautiful little house, whose house I don't remember. And then they started the investigation all over again. Why did we enter, and blah, blah, blah. And we started the same old explanation. I came to get my mom. I was born here. My mom is a nurse here. I got my siblings here. And the long line of story. But they still refused to accept it. I'm telling you, the whole town knows me. I can walk you to where I live. I can walk you to where I was going. That was nothing. They didn't want to hear that. That was absolutely not what they wanted to hear. And then I noticed they left me, went to Gloria. She explained her story, and then they went to this Ghana girl. And then they started mobbing her. By that time, I was numb. I knew I was going to die. And they beat her and mobbed her. But they did enough until I thought she was dead. So I consoled myself. And then they took the gun, the sharpness of the gun, and they rammed it in her. When they rammed it, I'm sorry, but I came to say it like it is. And they rammed it in her. And I'm like, God, I know by now you have taken her life, so there's nothing down there that she's feeling. But to my surprise, she managed to lift her arm up to try to take that gun out of her, and I collapsed, knowing that she was still alive and she was feeling that gun being rammed in her. And I kind of didn't know what to do. I'm sorry for this part being emotional. And I moved my face. And then one of the men looked at me and said, I think he felt guilty, and he said, yes, they did it to our women, and I'm going to do it to her. But I didn't say a word. By that time, I was praying real hard. And when they took the gun butt out of her, I heard one of the women in the back saying, you better throw that thing far from here, because when you people throw it away around here, it smells when you leave. Or Liberian. You better throw that thing far from here, because when you people throw it around here and you leave, it smells. And then the little boy was twisted by his head with his feet elevated from the ground. And he and his mother was thrown away like a garbage. And I waited for my time, and God stopped them and took us to prison instead.